Sometimes the people who love you the most are also the ones who hold you the tightest, so tight that you cannot breathe. Everyone has felt it at least once. Someone watched your every step, made your choices, decided what was good for you and called it love. And maybe you believed them. Maybe you still do. This is one of the most painful confusions in human life. Not cruelty, not anger, just love that turned into a cage so slowly that no one noticed the door closing. Today's story is about a man who lived inside that cage for years and did not even know it was a cage at all. Stay with me until the end because the moment that changed everything in this story will surprise you. It surprised him too. There was a village at the edge of a wide valley where the mountains watched everything quietly and the river ran without hurry. In that village lived a man named David. He was not young, not old, somewhere in the middle of life where a person thinks they already know who they are. David was a good man. He worked hard. He was kind to his neighbors. And he never caused trouble. But there was one thing everyone in the village noticed about him. He never made a decision on his own. Not a single one. If someone asked David what he wanted for dinner, he looked around waiting. If a choice came to him, which road to take, which crop to plant, which trade to accept, he always waited for someone else to decide first. People thought he was simply calm, a patient man. But the truth was different. David had a mother named Emily. Emily loved her son more than anything in the world. Anyone who saw her with David could see that love clearly. She cooked for him. She worried about him. She spoke for him when he was quiet. She chose his friends, warned him about his neighbors, told him when to sleep and when to wake. And every time she did these things she said the same words. I only do this because I love you. I only want what is best. David believed her. He had believed her his whole life. When he was a boy, Emily had chosen his friends, the right ones, the safe ones. When he grew older, she had chosen where he worked, what clothes he wore, which roads he walked. She had once stopped him from marrying a woman named Lily, a kind and gentle woman from the next valley. Emily had said the woman was wrong for him, that she had seen something in the woman's eyes. A coldness, a danger. David had listened. He had let Lily go. He was now 40 years old, and he had never once planted a seed without asking his mother first which seed to choose. The village had a name for men like David, though they never said it to his face. They called them the tethered ones. Men or women tied to another person's will so completely that their own will had gone quiet like a fire with no air left to breathe. But David did not feel tethered. He felt safe. His mother always knew better. She had never been wrong. Or so he believed because she had always been the one to judge whether she was wrong. Then one autumn a traveler came to the village. He was an old man, thin and brown from sun, with a walking stick made from pale wood. He asked for water at the well, and David was the one who gave it to him. They sat together at the edge of the road as the old man rested his feet. They talked about simple things at first, the weather, the harvest, the river. But then the old man looked at David in a slow and careful way. The way someone looks when they are reading something written in small letters. He said, "You have a good face, but your eyes look like they are always asking permission." David laughed. He said that was a strange thing to say. The old man did not laugh. He asked, "What is something you wanted to do once that you never did?" David opened his mouth to say nothing came to mind. But something did come to mind. It came quickly, the way things come when they have been waiting behind a closed door for a long time. He thought of Lily. He thought of the morning his mother had sat him down and told him, not asked, told, that Lily was not a good woman for him. He remembered the feeling in his chest that day, a strange tight feeling like a rope pulled too hard. He had pushed that feeling away. He had trusted his mother. He had let Lily leave without a word. The old man was watching him. David said slowly, "There was a woman I wanted to marry once." The old man nodded like he had expected exactly that answer. He asked, "Why did you not?" "My mother said it was not right." There was a long silence. The wind moved through the dry grass. Then the old man said something David had never heard before in his life. Not in those words, not put together in that way. A person who loves you will teach you how to choose. A person who controls you will always choose for you and will call it love so that you never question it. David did not speak for a moment. He wanted to say the old man was wrong. He wanted to stand up and walk away, but his legs did not move. Because in that single moment, sitting at the edge of the road with a stranger who had nothing to gain from lying, David felt something break open inside him. Not like something painful breaking, like a window breaking to let in air that had been locked outside for 40 years. He thought of every choice he had never made, Every road he had never walked, every word he had swallowed because someone else had already spoken. Every morning, he had woken up and asked without even thinking, "Mother, what should I do today?" He thought of Lily, her voice, her laugh, the way she had looked at him the last time he saw her, waiting for him to say something, anything, and how he had looked at the ground instead. The old man stood up, picked up his walking stick, and thanked David for the water. He said only one more thing before he left. The cage that is made of love is the hardest one to see, but it is still a cage. Then he walked away down the road, and David sat alone at the well for a long time. That evening, David walked into his mother's house. She was at the fire stirring a pot, and she looked up when he came in and smiled. It was a warm smile, a real smile. There was genuine love in it, and David saw that love clearly. But he also saw for the first time what that love had cost him. He sat across from her and he said quietly, without anger, without blame, "Mother, I want to start making my own choices." Emily looked at him for a long moment. Her face was hard to read. Then she said, "You will make mistakes." And David said, "Yes, I know, but they will be mine." That night was the first night in 40 years that David fell asleep without asking anyone what tomorrow should look like. The next morning he woke before the sun. He walked to the edge of the valley and chose a road he had never taken before. It was only a small step, but it was his. Here is the truth that story holds. Control is not care. It looks like care. Feels like care sometimes. But real care gives a person room to grow, room to fall, room to try, and room to become themselves. When someone loves you but decides everything for you, they are not protecting you. They are protecting themselves from the fear of losing you, from the fear of watching you fail, from the fear of not being needed anymore. Think about the people in your life right now. Is there someone who makes your choices and calls it love? Is there a voice inside you that always waits for permission before it moves? That voice belongs to you. It has always belonged to you. Real love says, "I believe in you." Control says, "I know better than you." They sound similar. They are not the same. And here is the hardest part. The people who control us often love us deeply. They are not villains. They are afraid. Understanding that does not mean you stay in the cage. It means you can leave with compassion for them and for yourself. You are not being selfish when you reclaim your own life. You are being honest. And honesty in the end is the truest form of love. If this story opened a window in you, even a small one, then it did its work. Share it with someone who might be living in a cage they cannot see yet. Leave a comment below and tell us what is one choice you are ready to make for yourself today. Not tomorrow, today. Subscribe to this channel because every story we tell here is a key. You decide which door it opens. That choice, that one is always yours.